Hey there, and welcome back. Or if you're new here, a huge welcome to you. I'm so glad you found this video because today we're covering one of the most asked about topics from new parents everywhere. How do you actually feed a newborn? Because honestly, nobody prepares you for just how often it happens, how confusing the signals can be, or why something that feels like it should be natural can sometimes feel really, really hard. We're going to cover everything: breastfeeding, formula feeding, how to read your baby's hunger cues, feeding schedules, common problems, and how to fix them, and what to do after every single feed. Whether you're pregnant and planning ahead, or you have a 3-day-old in your arms right now, this video is for you. Let's get into it. Part 1. Breastfeeding Basics. Let's start with breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is one of the most natural things in the world, and also one of the things new moms struggle with most. So I want to normalize that right away. If it's hard at first, you are not failing. You are learning. And so is your baby. Why breastfeed? Breast milk is often called liquid gold, and for good reason. It contains the perfect balance of nutrients your newborn needs. It's packed with antibodies that protect your baby from infections. It reduces the risk of SIDS, ear infections, respiratory illness, and even obesity later in life. And the physical closeness it creates. That's powerful bonding. For mom, breastfeeding can help the uterus contract back to its normal size faster, reduce the risk of breast and ovarian cancer, and burn up to 500 extra calories a day. But, and this is important, fed is best. If breastfeeding doesn't work for you for any reason, formula is a completely safe and nourishing alternative. We'll cover that in part 2. Colostrum, the first milk. In the first few days after birth, your body doesn't produce mature breast milk yet. What it produces is called colostrum, a thick, yellowish fluid that is incredibly concentrated in nutrients and antibodies. Your baby only needs tiny amounts. We're talking teaspoons, not ounces. A newborn's stomach is about the size of a marble on day 1. Don't panic if feeds seem short or if you can't see much milk. It's normal. Mature milk typically comes in between day 3 and day 5 after birth. You'll know because your breasts will feel noticeably fuller. Some moms say they feel like rocks overnight. That's called milk coming in, and it can be intense. Getting a good latch. The latch is everything. A poor latch is the #1 cause of nipple pain and cracking, reduced milk supply, a baby who feeds constantly but never seems satisfied. Here's how to get a good latch. Step 1. Hold your baby so their nose is level with your nipple, not their mouth. Step 2. Wait for your baby to open their mouth wide, like a big yawn. Don't shove the nipple in a small opening. Step 3. Bring baby to the breast, not breast to the baby. Lead with their chin touching the breast first. Step 4. Your nipple should be pointing toward the roof of baby's mouth, and their lips should be flanged outward, like fish lips, not tucked in. Step 5. You should hear and see swallowing. Rhythmic suck, swallow, breathe patterns are what you're aiming for. B-roll, animation or diagram of correct versus incorrect latch. If it hurts beyond a 30-second initial pinch, unlatch. Gently insert your finger in the corner of baby's mouth to break the suction. And try again. Breastfeeding positions. There is no single right position. Find what works for you. A cradle hold to classic. Baby's head in the crook of your arm, body facing yours. Cross cradle hold, great for newborns. You support baby's head with the opposite hand, giving more control. Football hold, perfect if you had a C-section. Baby is tucked under your arm like a football, no pressure on the incision. Side lying, brilliant for night feeds. You both lie on your sides facing each other. Triage. How often to breastfeed? Newborns should feed 8 to 12 times in 24 hours. That's roughly every 2 to 3 hours. Yes, that is a lot. Yes, it is temporary. Feed on demand, meaning whenever baby shows hunger cues, rather than on a strict clock schedule, especially in the early weeks. Frequent feeding establishes your milk supply, because milk production works on supply and demand. The more baby feeds, the more milk you make. How long per feed? A typical breastfeeding session lasts 10 to 20 minutes per breast. Newborns may feed on one breast and fall asleep. Offer the second breast, but don't force it. Start the next feed on the breast you last offered. A little trick, a safety pin on your bra strap to remember which side. Part 2. Formula feeding. Now let's talk formula feeding. Whether formula is your first choice, your only option, or you're supplementing breastfeeding, there is nothing wrong with formula feeding. Modern infant formula is carefully regulated and nutritionally designed to meet your baby's needs. Types of formula. Latch. Cow's milk-based formula. This is the most common type and is appropriate for most babies. It's modified to be easier for babies to digest. 2. Soy-based formula. Used for babies with cow's milk protein allergy or lactose intolerance. Always consult your pediatrician before switching. Strategy. Hydrolyzed/hypoallergenic formula. The proteins are broken down into smaller pieces, making them easier to digest, often recommended for babies with severe allergies or reflux. 4. Specialty formulas. For premature babies, babies with specific metabolic conditions, or other medical needs, your doctor will guide you here. How to prepare formula safely. This is really important. Formula preparation mistakes are one of the most common causes of feeding problems. Powdered formula. Wash your hands thoroughly. Boil water and let it cool to about 70 degrees Celsius / 158 degrees Fahrenheit. This kills any bacteria in the powder. 3. Add the correct number of level scoops. Do not heap or compress. 4. Seal and shake well. 5. Cool under running water before feeding. 6. Use within 2 hours at room temperature or store in the fridge for up to 24 hours. Ready to feed formula. No preparation needed. Shake, open, pour. Once opened, use within 1 hour at room temperature or refrigerate and use within 24 hours. Never add extra scoops thinking it will fill baby up more. This can cause dangerous dehydration. Dilute formula with extra water. This dilutes critical nutrients. Microwave bottles. This creates hot spots that can burn baby's mouth. How much formula to give? In the first few days, 1 to 2 ounces, 30 to 60 milliliters per feed, every 2 to 3 hours. By 1 month, 3 to 4 ounces, 90 to 120 milliliters per feed, every 3 to 4 hours. A general guideline. Babies need about 2.5 ounces of formula per pound of body weight per day. So a 10-pound baby needs about 25 ounces per day. But always follow your baby's cues. Don't force them to finish a bottle. Bottle feeding tips. Hold baby at a 45-degree angle, not flat on their back, which increases ear infection risk. Pace feed. Hold the bottle horizontal, not tilted steeply. Let baby control the flow, taking breaks every few minutes. Never prop a bottle. Babies should always be held for feeds. It's a bonding moment and a safety issue. Propped bottles can cause choking. Warm bottles by placing in a bowl of warm water. Test on your inner wrist. It should feel neutral, not hot. Part 3. Hunger cues and feeding schedules. One of the biggest things new parents struggle with is knowing when to feed. Is baby hungry? Tired? Gassy? Bored? Let's decode your baby's signals. Early hunger cues. Feed now. Before crying starts. Rooting, turning head side to side, mouth opening, searching for the breast or nipple. Sucking on hands, fingers, or lips. Increased alertness and movement. Opening and closing the mouth. Smacking or licking lips. These are your green light signals. Feed at this stage for the smoothest experience. Mid-hunger cues, still manageable. Stretching. Increased physical movement. Fussiness and whimpering. Here. Late hunger cues, baby is upset, calm first. Crying. This is a late hunger cue, not an early one. Turning red. Frantic movements. If baby has reached full crying, take a moment to calm them before latching or offering a bottle. A frantic baby struggles to latch properly and swallows more air. Swaddle, rock, or offer a finger to suck briefly. Then feed. Is baby getting enough? This is the question every new parent asks. Here's how to know. Diapers are your best guide. Day 1, at least 1 wet diaper. Day 2, at least 2 wet diapers. Day 3, at least 3 wet diapers. Day 4 and beyond, 6 or more wet diapers per day and 3 to 4 yellow seedy stools. Wait. Babies lose up to 10% of their birth weight in the first week. This is normal. They should be back to birth weight by 10 to 14 days and gaining about 5 to 7 ounces per week after that. If you're unsure, your pediatrician can check weight at the 1-week and 2-week appointments. Feeding schedules, on-demand versus scheduled. On-demand feeding means feeding whenever baby shows hunger cues. This is the gold standard for newborns because it establishes milk supply for breastfeeding, meets baby's actual caloric needs. Builds trust and security. Scheduled feeding, every 2, 3, or 4 hours, may work better for some families once baby is past the first month and gaining weight well. But in the first 4 to 6 weeks, on-demand is generally recommended. The reality of newborn feeding. To cluster feeding, when baby feeds every 30 to 60 minutes for several hours, is normal. It often happens in the evening and during growth spurts. It does not mean you don't have enough milk. Growth spurts typically happen at 1 week, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, and 6 months. Increased feeding frequency for a few days is your baby ordering more milk. Part 4. Common feeding problems and solutions. Let's talk about the stuff nobody loves to talk about, the problems. Because feeding challenges are incredibly common, and most of them are solvable. Problem 1. Sore or cracked nipples. Breastfeeding. Cause, almost always a latch issue. Solutions. Correct the latch. Review Part 1. Apply expressed breast milk to nipples after feeding and let air dry. Use lanolin cream or nipple butter. Try hydrogel pads for soothing relief. See a lactation consultant. They are game changers. Problem 2. Engorgement. What it is: overly full, hard, painful breasts, usually when milk first comes in. Solutions. Feed or pump frequently. Apply a warm compress before feeding to help milk flow. Apply a cold compress after feeding to reduce swelling. Hand express a little before latching to soften the areola. Cabbage leaves, yes, really. Chilled cabbage leaves in your bra can reduce swelling. Limit to 20 minutes at a time, as they can also reduce supply. Problem 3. Mastitis. What it is: a painful breast infection. Keep breastfeeding or pumping. Stopping makes it worse. Apply warm compresses and massage toward the nipple. Rest as much as possible. See your doctor. Mastitis often requires antibiotics. Problem 4. Low milk supply. Signs baby may not be getting enough. Fewer than 6 wet diapers per day after day 4. Poor weight gain. Baby seems constantly hungry and unsatisfied. Solutions. Feed more frequently. Supply is demand-based. Ensure correct latch. Nartus 5 cheesy trace. Chews offer both breasts each feed. Consider pumping after feeds to increase demand. Stay hydrated and nourished. Consult a lactation consultant. Note: most moms who think they have low supply actually don't. Cluster feeding and frequent waking are normal and don't indicate supply issues on their own. Problem 5. Baby refusing the breast or bottle. Possible causes: nipple confusion, going back and forth between breast and bottle, to or fast or slow flow rate. Formula temperature, teething discomfort in older babies, illness or ear infection, painful to suck. Solutions. For breast refusal, skin to skin, try different positions, feed when baby is drowsy. For bottle refusal, try different nipple flows. Have someone other than mom offer bottle, baby can smell mom and may hold out for the breast. If sudden refusal, rule out illness with your pediatrician. Problem 6. Reflux. Signs: frequent spitting up, arching back during or after feeds, crying and fussiness after eating, poor weight gain in severe cases. Solutions. Feed in a more upright position. Burp more frequently during feeds. Keep baby upright for 20 to 30 minutes after feeding. Smaller, more frequent feeds. For formula-fed babies, your doctor may suggest a thickened or sensitive formula. Severe cases may need medication. Speak to your pediatrician. Problem 7. Overactive letdown. Breastfeeding. What it is: milk flows so fast, baby gags, chokes, or pulls off crying. Solutions: RC feed lying back, reclined nursing. Gravity slows the flow. Hand express a little before latching. Unlatch when you feel letdown coming and catch milk in a cloth. Block feeding. Feeding from one breast only for 2 to 3 hours before switching. Dietitians. Part 5. Burping, gas, and after feeding care. Okay, the feed is done. Now what? Why burping matters. During feeding, babies inevitably swallow air, especially bottle-fed babies and babies who feed during crying. That air sits in the stomach and causes discomfort, fussiness, and spitting up. Burping releases that air before it becomes a problem. Burping techniques. Over the shoulder. Place baby face down on your shoulder, supporting their bottom. Pat or rub the back in upward strokes. Classic and effective. Sitting upright. Sit baby on your lap. Support their chin and chest with one hand. Lean them slightly forward. Pat or rub the back. Tummy on lap. Lay baby tummy down across your lap, head slightly higher than chest. Pat the back. How long? 1 to 3 minutes per position. If no burp comes after that, it's okay. Not every feed produces a burp. When to burp. Either breastfed babies, burp when switching breasts and after the feed. Bottle-fed babies, burp every 2 to 3 ounces and at the end of the feed. If baby is fussing or seems uncomfortable mid-feed, stop and burp. Gas relief. Gas pain is very common in newborns. Their digestive systems are brand new. Signs of gas. Emotions pulling legs up to tummy. Or hard, distended belly. Grunting and straining. Crying that's hard to console. Relief techniques. Bicycle legs. Gently move baby's legs in a cycling motion. Tummy massage. Gentle clockwise circles on baby's tummy. Tummy time helps move gas through. Gripe water or gas drops, simethicone. Ask your pediatrician before using. After feeding routine. Keep baby upright for 20 to 30 minutes after feeds to reduce reflux and spitting up. Don't jiggle or bounce vigorously right after a feed. Watch for unusual fussiness, rashes around the mouth, or difficulty breathing. These could signal a food sensitivity or allergy and need medical attention. Okay, we covered a lot today. Let me give you the quick recap. Breastfeeding. Get a good latch. It changes everything. Feed 8 to 12 times per day in the early weeks. Colostrum is precious and plentiful, even in tiny amounts. Get support early if it's hard. Formula feeding. Prepare it safely and accurately. Pace feed to let baby control the flow. Follow hunger cues, not just the clock. Hunger cues. Read early signals, rooting, sucking on hands. Your crying is a late cue. Calm baby first. 6+ wet diapers per day equals baby is getting enough. Common problems. Most have real solutions. Don't suffer in silence. Lactation consultants, nurses, and pediatricians are there to help. After the feed. Burp your baby. Keep them upright for 20 to 30 minutes. Bicycle legs and tummy massage for gas. The most important thing I want you to take from this video is this. Feeding your baby is a skill, for you and for them. It takes time, practice, and patience. There will be hard nights, there will be uncertainty, and you will figure it out. You are already doing an incredible job just by seeking out information and caring this much. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps other parents find it. Subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this newborn series. We're covering sleep, soothing, diaper changes, baby development, and so much more. Drop your questions or experiences in the comments below. I read every single one. Take care of yourself, take care of that baby, and I'll see you in the next one.